looks like. So we're going to do an RNA draft, Ravnica Allegiance. And in a draft, you start with 3 boosters. And as you, we'll take a second here to, I'm going to trigger that and say, thanks to my sponsor, Card Kingdom, we're going to head into a Ravnica Allegiance draft here. And I wanted to thank them for being my sponsor and for being purveyors of all things Magic the Gathering. You can go to my affiliate link down below in the panels and check them out at cardkingdom.com. If you have any physical Magic needs, they got you covered. Whether it's buying singles, buying product, selling singles, buying supplies, researching prices, they've got it all for you there. Great service, fast service. I love Card Kingdom. Check them out. Thanks, Card Kingdom. Anyway, we're going to jump into this draft, though. Yes, this is a full 4X on RNA. Biomancer's Familiar is not a Mythic Bomb. So anyway, Red Hot, in draft, you open a 15 card or sometimes 14 card booster. You get to take one of the cards and then you have to pass the rest. And we love playing this way around here. It's nice that you get to decide your own deck. It's fun to draft cards, and it's fun to know that everybody's on a roughly even playing field of having started with nothing and building a deck from nothing. I guess we take the gems. I don't love anything here. There's nothing that I even really regret over the gems. So it's also possible that you could end up playing it. This is probably the best card in the pack, but we'll take the Familiar for gems. Just not much going on here. Wow, quite a gruel set of cards. We could take Rhythm of the Wild and head in that direction. We could take Enraged Ceratok, and then we actually have something that technically could play alongside Biomancer's Familiar. Grotesque Demise, probably just the single best card in the pack, and puts us back towards more towards the Esper controlling side of town. Let's see what people think. Hold on, my daughter is texting me. Come see me. Wooly Bully asks, how did we know Biomancers was going to translate to gems? 2 ways. Let me show you. Let me go left screen for a second to show you this. So I use a tool called MTGA Tracker, which during a draft shows me how many copies I have of everything. Interestingly, we have 4X of every rare and mythic, but we only have 3X Clan Guildmage. That's kind of funny. That happens, I guessed. That happens, I guess. So, yeah, and so when you have 4X, then the rares and mythics convert to gems. So, but that's how I know. And also in this case, I just know that we have a playset of this set. Y'all want the Demise? I kind of want the Rhythm of the Wild, but all fine. I'll take the Demise. MTGA Tracker. MTGA Tracker. Ooh, and now we have a Gruul Spellbreaker for gems. And an Arynx. We might have to just take this and look to be Gruul with the stuff that's going around here. I'm definitely taking this for the gems at least, but we'll leave it in the main deck and see what we want to do from here. Ugh, this is another gross pack with not much good in it at all. Hey, Zothar. Glad you could catch us live. Awesome. Yeah, we're doing gem math here too. Took some gem picks here. What do you want? Want the runner? The runner's pretty weak. It'll probably wheel. This is just a whatever card. Oh yes, that's a good call, Raptor. I'm so used to print runs not being available But let's see, what is it? Print RNA? That's not going to work, is it? RNA print. RNA print? All right, there it is. So if you click on the paste bin link there, you'll get a list of the uncommons in the set. And since they haven't fixed this yet, if we look up Rumbling Ruin, we see that Rumbling Ruin and Fireblade artists are together, and around them is Hacrobat and Sky Tether. So a Hacrobat or a Sky Tether was taken out of this pack. So that's worth knowing. A lot of scattered opinions on this one. I don't think we have to marry anything. Like, we kind of took these for gems. What if this was the situation? Does this help at all? What if we were making this pick? What would you take? Excuse me, I'm going to mute you and have a talk with my daughter. All right. What are we doing here? So in this, looks like there's some support for Messenger, some Knight Arbiter. I'm actually going to take the Knight Arbiter. I think it's the best card. And I'm just going to take the best card and see what the bots continue to tell us about where we should be. So here we have Get the Point. That's pretty good, but a Skewer is good. So maybe we do end up in Gruul here. I'm just going to take the Skewer. Oh, there's Chili Bee as well. That's fair. Chili Bee is reasonable. I don't know, man. I didn't even see Chili. So that's this is a big choice here, folks. Are we leaning towards the Gruul that we've seen? And it's usually pretty open, to be honest. Gruul is usually pretty open. But Chili sets us down on the path towards Grotesque and Azorius. So that's really the choice here. Are we headed towards Gruul or headed towards Esper? You tell me. All right, people are on the Skewer plan. I'm in. We'll take it. Ugh. Well, we could take a Simic Gate or a Gateway Plaza or a Summary Judgment and head back towards Esper. I'm going to take Summary Judgment and continue to try and listen to the bots. We could still end up either way here. Why do you want to avoid Esper? Just because you're tired of it? Fiddles. We're here for gems, not here for your fatigue, okay? Carnival's good, but I think we just take final payment here. Starting to feel like this is where we're headed. And in this case, we could just take a Clear the Mind and head towards a Clear the Mind type deck. Or an Essence Capture. I don't think we want Zeal. It's either going to be Clear the Mind or Essence Capture. And looks like we're more Orzhov than, you know, this is pretty intense on the mana, so let's take a Clear. We'll take Pegasus over Portal we get high alert, we might run that. You can take a Dead Revels over a second clear. First Prying Eyes. Everybody's latched onto the clear, but I kind of like a Dead Revels. I think the first Dead Revels is maybe more important than the second clear. I know it's a win con, but I just feel like we're going to get one. And we might... Well, we might get another Dead Revels too. But I'm going to take Dead Revels, and we'll try and find another clear before the end of this draft. Consign. Viscopa we saw in the first time we did this that can do some stuff in terms of keeping you alive. I guess we take Consign over Sage's Row because we're not necessarily base blue, but we might end up, we could end up blue-white splash black though, in which case we'd really like to have the Sage's Row. I'm going to take the Sage's Row actually. I think we only want one Consign at most. We'll have another shot at a Consign. I'm going to take Sage's Row. And another. Prying Eyes or Shimmer. Start with the cheap one. Doggy is fine. Prying Eyes is another one I feel like we'll get late. I'm just not in a hurry to get that. We have gems for Teysa. We also have a Sphinx's Insight, and given that, well, we did end up with significant playables for pack 1. Insight. Yeah, it's, well, every deck is a Teysa deck when it's worth 20 gems, so it's really 20 gems versus Insight. And we don't have an Insight yet. I will take it. It's probably gem discipline to take the Teysa, but we'll take Insight. Another Insight, Oligarch, Azorius Gate. We probably need the Gate, actually. I think we are going to be... I mean, maybe we don't play the black. We could end up just being straight blue-white at this point. Yeah, we could take the Obligation Ministrant. I just love that Gate. Thank you for the sub, Spartan. Appreciate that. I kind of glossed over it, but I suppose it's the pick. I really want this Gate, though. I want this Gate, but there's an admonition. Chili Bee or Slime Bind. We passed our first Chili. Let's take Chili. Ooh, Gateway Sneak. No gates yet, but we'll get there. Admonition is pretty sweet, though. Admonition or Sneak, that's really a choice. Looks like people want the bounce spell. That's fair. I know we don't have any gates yet, but Sneak is still pretty good. We'll take the Admonition, though. Goes with what we're trying to do. Thought Collapse. Ooh, Sky Tether. Ooh. What are we doing? Thought Collapse, Sky Tether, Guild Gate. Yeah, Collapse is very good, especially with what we're doing. Yeah, we might not be Esper, but Gate is what helps us become Esper, and then it gets us Dead Revels, Grotesque Demise, and Final Payment, which is no joke. We're not currently Esper. Like, if we don't have the Gate to support it, but taking the Gate here helps us get to the point where we could be Esper. And then we get to add Grotesque Demise and Final Payment, which is better than Sky Tether anyway. So I'm going to take Guild Gate. Courier loosely fits in the deck. It'd be better if we got a high High Alert, but this could be a place where we take a splashable Consign, or I don't think we're playing Plague White. Looks like we're base Esper, or sorry, base Azorius. So yeah, we'll take Courier given that. If we expect to pick up a High Alert, we could take a Wall of Lost Thoughts, but Eel is just fine. We should just take a fine Eel. Vampire provides some cushion at 3. I don't think we're playing IGI or Undercity Embrace. We're not going to play the double black for Cry. This isn't really a deck where we want IGI, I don't think. I'm going to take the Vamp. Oligarch could make the cut if we get a lot of extra fixing. I'm going to take the Oligarch just in case. I don't like the Forbidding Spirit all that much. Panther would be playable, but I'm going to take Oligarch, and it's possible we just end up with heavy black from here and our pure Esper. Take the Mark. Consign or Locket or random 3. Oh yeah, I could have taken the Shield, I suppose. I just don't even see it. Yeah, I'll take Locket here. I did gloss over Shield, but yeah, maybe it's a deck for it. I just didn't even really see it. Theater of Horrors. Probably going to pass on that and just take Sphinx. Yeah, Sky Tether coming back is pretty crazy, huh? Passed on the gems for a Sphinx. And Azorius Knight Arbiter or Terramander. What do you like there? I don't know if it's easy. I think I'm with you, X4, but I don't know if I'd call it easy. I think Azorius Knight Arbiter is great. If we had High Alert in our pile already, then it would be better. But yeah, let's take Terry. Here I'm going to take a Gate over another Oligarch. I feel like we're not, you know, I hedged with the last Oligarch, but we just want the Gate here. Hey, there's a High Alert. We're talking about that, but there's an Acuity as well, which is maybe even more important to the Clear the Mind approach than High Alert. And what does High Alert even do for us here? It allows us to attack with a doggy. Pegasus gets all right. Mark is good with that. So the Rose get worse. Gets worse. Fine with the Courier. Gets worse. Amazing with Azor. You know, so it's actually High Alert's like just not that good here. So I'm going to take Dovin's Acuity. And here's another Clear the Mind. And now we're locked in on that. Slimebind or Gate. Or yet another Clear the Mind. You probably just take... Fiddles really wants the Gate. Man, yeah, where's our removal though? We have 1, 2, 3. Pretty low on removal. I think we need to take the Slimebind. And take another Admonition. And a Final Payment also helps with the removal. We're really pressing our splash. We only have the Guild Gate for the black support. So maybe maybe we don't take it. But, I mean, what else are we taking instead? A third Clear the Mind? I guess we take Final Payment. Maybe we get lucky with a late gate somehow. Ooh, Pick of Sorrows. We'll throw this in here. Consign could make the cut. And a Wall definitely could make the cut. I don't think we're playing Grandma, that's why I didn't stop very long there. Vampire. Dead Rebels, maybe? Alright. 40 gems, not too bad. I need a bio break, so I'm going to get a little snack and go to the gentleman's room while you figure out the 12 cuts we're making here. Be right back. A lot of cuts to make here. 6 more, man. I mean, it's good news if we're feeling that. I guess we cut a consign if we got 2 final payments. And we can cut oligarch. I don't think we want to try and splash an oligarch. But demise, revels, and 2 final payments seems like a good black splash. X4 Roland wants to get rid of the dead revels. Somewhat non-Bowie with Clear the Mind, that's true. I can get behind that. You don't like Sky Tether? I mean, it works with all of our win conditions, which are decking them and attacking with Chillbringer, Sphinx, and Azorius Knight Arbiter. My daughter failed to leave the house with proof that she's 18 and really would like some. Yeah, we can probably ditch the wall. All right, come up with the final couple cuts. I'm going to help my daughter out. Be right back. Parenting. All right. All right. I'm going with this. Let's try it. Thank you for your patience as I attempted to help my daughter solve the problem. Oh shit, I didn't fix the mana. And sorry for cursing. I don't do that often, but obviously this is way wrong. I'm going to mulligan and hope that we somehow find a way to recover in this game and then go fix our mana. Jeez. I'm actually moving that down because we just need to find blue. Might have just punted game one off of not even looking at my mana. Yikes. Never didn't have it. What are y'all talking about? I did that because I wanted to find land. I suppose Sage's Row could have done that as well, but it used up all our mana. All right. I don't think we want both final payments here. I'm going to only keep one. See if the eel is enough to hold him back. Annoying, but at least we got all good stuff left. And a land to boot. Great.
right, everyone. Chill.
I'm gonna have to make a payment there. Probably life or just getting rid of the sage's row. I'm gonna keep that in hand since they don't know about it. Interesting. Well, we have our choice now. Yeah, we'll pump. And I'm not going to sandbag. We'll just play our lands. Sure need a final payment now. Don't know how we deal with this, actually. Feel like we're just going to lose. Yeah, like our one answer to that is on the bottom of the library right now. I guess our answer is to find another flyer. So we need to find another flyer. And it's only hexproof and multicolored, so we can still attack with the eel. Okay. Thanks. Really worried about that? Yeah, I guess they were just really worried about their life total. We'll take it. Well, now I'm going to sandbag a land and just pass. Unfortunate, though. They're going to be able to draw from their locket. They got a cutie, so this could really turn the corner for them. Ah, doggy is nice here. Hey, saving the swamp actually worked. So they're trying to race now. Do we care about that? Let's see. I'm not buying this. I think we can block with the Sphinx and this Sage's Row. Do you think we're in trouble if we block here? If we, like, this just feels like... Yeah, it's just like they want chumps in the air. I'm gonna say, okay, you can have them. Well, we've just got land, which is unfortunate, but we're ahead a bit on the race. And if they come in with the Bell Hunt, we can judge it. Yeah, I'm not sure why they wanted the Flyers. Maybe we'll find out here. Hey, that's nice as well. We're going to draw a card, though, so let's not let auto tap work us over. Yeah, I was thinking about figuring out, try to get a double block, instant speed, whatever, but no, that's the way to do it. We'll do that. Oh, good. Now we have Slimebind for the return. They're already chumping, so that's good as well. They've shown discard. I'm going to continue to leave a card in hand just in case they do more. Let's see what they do with this scry. Top, they say. All right. Yeah, Finkel still plays and is still among the best of the best. Do we clear first? I'm going to clear now. Well, no, because I would take that Slimebind back, so we're going to attack first. They know about the Judgment, but not the Slimebind. And then let's go ahead, let's do it all. We'll just do this. And then this. Big guy. Currently we can race that though, and that makes it not great for them. However, yeah, this we wouldn't mind the consign. Let's see, if we don't do anything, we attack, they chump, they stay at 10, they come at us, we go to 11, they go to 6, we go to, I think we just win anyway. So, gonna make them chump here. But Afterlife 3 is big game here. Yeah, we're ahead right now, but barely. Right on, Rob. Have fun at Magic Fest. Hope I see you there over the course of the weekend. Let's see. Let's start with the Afterlife 3 resolving. Do we use a final payment on one of these stupid flyers, or do we need to save it for something better and hope we draw flyers? I guess we do, but ugh. 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 That ain't right. I like our deck a million T1 times more than theirs. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to update my stuff, and I don't have it done yet. I'm just going to turn it off till I get it fully updated. Well, that's part one. I guess we're gonna kill a token. We still need more help anyway, so may as well go for a kill. Ah, so close. Thanks, GRS. We'll see you. Yeah, Yuck is right. Blah. Not again, indeed. Might want two, I guess. But certainly not the quantity we had. I was off a mulligan with bad land. See if we can turn it around here. Keep. Kept in two swamps. There they are. Because why not? You think it needs a lot more draw? I mean, we have Dovin's Acuity and one Insight and then a bunch of things that trigger the Acuity. So it's not like we got nothing. Here we're gonna tempo though. Oh man, sorry dude. Actually, I don't know you're a dude. Sorry, Red Hot Llama. I mean, Adelwar, we took. I mean, there were some cases where maybe we could have taken it over something else, but for the most part, we just took the removal when it was there. I like Sage's Row here, keeping final payment up. And we don't even need the gate, but we'll keep the Sphinx. Oh, I guess we need the gate if we keep the Sphinx, don't we? Currently only on 1 white. So it's either keep both or pitch both, really. Maybe it's pitch both? You like top? All right. What do you think about final payment for 5 here? We want the creeper. We're going to use Sky Tether on the other one, so it doesn't really matter. Let's let him invest in the Aeromunculus before we take care of it. Could probably attack and they would take it, but I'm gonna go ahead and clear the mind for our turn. Call that. Oh wait, we don't get the Sphinx if we do that. Do we want to do that? Probably. Let's draw the Sphinx. We made the play to top. Let's follow through on it. So then I was hoping to tether after they invested into the Aeromunculus, but fine. Arbiter in hand? What about Arbiter in hand? Oh, yeah, I suppose I could have done that. I was just trying to get ahead to this. Yeah, I should have just played the... It doesn't really matter. Like, either we're costing ourselves the ability to play Arbiter this turn or Sphinx the next turn, so... It's kind of either way, really. I'm going to do this, though. I'm not sure what's best for our long-term prospects, but it seems like it's a delay in one of the creatures either way. Thing is, we play this, and they got a 3/2 that just trades with their first 1/1 token. I almost want to play Clear the Mind to take the option of tokens away. I'm going to do that a little weirdly right now. Do we have... oh, no, that was the other deck. We don't even really have... We don't have a answer for the enchantment at all. How do we win? We create big flyers and hope that Oppo has no more removal so that they can't actually do anything to create tokens with Ethereal Absolution. That's our game plan. with 7, we don't have a 2-spell turn here. If we have 8 next turn, we could have one with this and this. So I'm going to... Actually, we would need 3 blue. Yeah, we have the 3 blue and the 2 white. I'm going to play the Knight Arbiter here because we may draw a basic land, in which case we get to play Sphinx and Eel next turn. However, we're going to be facing a pretty massive Sauroform hybrid here soon enough, putting us on a, well, almost a 2-turn clock. I don't think we're going to win this one. We're like 3% to win. I wonder what our actual win percent chance is. Maybe... Oh, how do you actually win? Yeah, Red Hot Llama. Like, experienced players are asking me, how are you going to win this game? You've got too much to overcome. Red Hot Llama's like, no, seriously, how do you win? You win by reducing your opponent's life total from 20 to 0, or there's some alternate win cons. The primary one being, if your opponent has to draw a card and they have no cards in their library, they also lose. So we did get our basic land. We're gonna attack with our Knight Arbiter. Woo! Play these. Woo! Yeah, that's why I'm not playing the Savant, but... As far as I can tell, this is a Simic deck splashing Ethereal Absolution off of basics, and I hate my life. I don't think we can realistically win. We're gonna take 7 here because we just flat out need to rip removal. Like, if we don't get removal, we're doomed. So I'm just gonna go to 1, or try to. They might have pump. Yeah, that was it. We're in chump mode now. I guess that doesn't mean we're dead, but we're in chump mode now for sure. We could play the Savant for the Scry, but it would also give them a creature to make a 2/2 with, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, 4 is probably too many in any deck, and 1 is too many in some decks. So just because you have black mana doesn't mean you should be playing IGI, but yeah, you're in trouble there. Yeah, thank you, Kyoji. Thank you, Kyoji. Appreciate that. No attacks. Yeah, we're totally screwed, folks. And... not in a good way. Oh yeah, I should have attacked with Arbiter. Absolutely no reason not to do that. Sure. So we'll chump up top and try and trade down here. It looks like a double splash for Absolution, but I shudder to even think about it, and so I'm going to pretend that they're doing something differently from that, but there you go. Yeah, let's move on. Wow. Whose idea was it to draft again? Y'all stink. That was a card. Say that. There was a card. I get a big raid and I'm muted. Sorry, I was covering up my crunching. Didn't want to be rude as I ate. You came right at an awkward spot. Those of you coming from Professor Knox, glad to have you here. My name is Ryan Spain. I'm the co-creator of the Limited Resources podcast. I worked in R&D for 4 years, 5 years, and then on the Arena team for another couple. And now I stream. Fiddles wants to keep. We have a lot of blue to be found. I don't know if we can keep this though, Fiddles. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're doing literal nothing. I'm gonna mulligan this. And here we go. This is better. But we're on O2, folks. We are on O2. And we'll keep that. Trying to make a comeback. See if we can do it. It's not been the best day for our win rate, but it's been fun. Terramander and Night Arbiter, neither of which are land, but the Terramander could be arguably worth keeping. We have one more land drop, and we have another Sage's Row. Yeah, maybe they're... don't think we can keep both. Yeah, I think we can keep the one, though. Because we can next turn go Sage's Row, Terramander, and that's a pretty decent turn. How did you and Marshall start LR? Well, Limited Resources basically started over our poker game. I had brought... Marshall taught me to play Magic when he was just like 14. But then he dropped out of the game. Didn't play for a long time. And then I brought him back into the game at a time where we were playing a lot of poker together. I'm going to offer this trade here. I don't think they'll take it, but if they do, great. And what was happening at poker, he had never played Limited before, and I was telling him, oh, you got to try Limited. It's the best way to play, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm absolutely responsible for Marshall being in Magic right now. It is kind of funny that way. We really need land, but I love that admonition. I'm going to keep the two admonitions. It really keeps them on the back foot. It's fine. Yeah, so he was out of the game. So you can blame it on Aaron Forsyth, actually. I've told this story a couple times on Limited Resources, but Aaron Forsyth, the head of Magic R&D, the director of Magic R&D, joined my fantasy baseball league kind of on a whim. It's weird. Aaron didn't know me from anybody, but I reached out and said, hey, look, I'm also a gamer dad in Seattle, trying to balance my love of games with family. I know that you love baseball, and you used to play fantasy baseball. Do you want to be in my fantasy baseball league? Here are the rules. It's for busy dads just like us. And I sent that to Aaron Forsyth and expected him to not even respond, expected to be basically ignored. Instead, he wrote back and said, I like that format. Sounds good. I'm in. So suddenly, without knowing him at all, I had Aaron Forsyth in my fantasy baseball league. And that was cool. And I said to him at one point, hey, we're going to start a... I was working at a game studio. We had about 120 people in the studio. I'm going to do this again. No quench, no quench. It's paused. What is it paused for? Quench? No? Alright, land. That's great. Anyway, I let Aaron know that we were going to start a big sealed deck tournament in our office. Yeah, it could be duelist. That would have been bad, but it wasn't. And when I told Aaron that we were going to do a big sealed deck in our office, he contacted somebody in product support at Wizards, and Wizards sent me this incredible... That was a weird sequence from Oppo. They're playing like me. Aaron had sent to me to distribute how I saw fit at my game studio that I worked at. A case, like 24 booster boxes and a bunch of starter decks. So we had 24 booster boxes to work with. Wow. I don't have the second white for Sphinx yet. Maybe we just keep admonitioning. I don't have... yeah, I should have Final Payment mana up, but we have Slime Bind mana up instead. If they block here... Actually, just let that trade happen if they want it. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, Aaron sends all this product, so I have all this product that I'm using to run a sealed deck tournament at my work. Folks, we just lost to Ethereal Absolution in the second match, and here we have to try and beat it in the third. Not particularly fair. And then, so with all this extra product, I convinced Marshall that he should start playing again. And Marshall started playing again, and he totally got into it. And then over poker, he was asking me all sorts of questions, like, well, how about this? And how, you know, and I was giving him all sorts of magic advice over the poker game we were playing. And the conversation was great. We were enjoying it. He was learning a lot. It was going well. And we thought, why don't we, you know, oh, he was into podcast, like he was getting into listening to podcasts as well. And at that point in time, I was doing some writing. But basically, it was his idea. It all kind of came together for Marshall of like, what if I really want to try making a podcast? Because I've kind of fallen in love with podcasts. I want to make one. And I think you could hit record at our poker game, and it would be pretty compelling content because our conversations are good. Why don't we just try having our conversations about magic and how to get better at it on a podcast? And so we did. Oh, I didn't even see what Oppo was doing. I'm just kind of waiting to die now. Although they're at 6, maybe we'll get there. And that's how it started. We're like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Now with 2 savants, I don't think they're... Oh, now we can do it. Now we can protect against it. Excellent. And we even get to do this. Did we get there? Did we get there on Oppo's mistake? Come on, one time. Oh, they play a creature, they get to live for a turn because of the Orator. Alright, that's even better. They play a creature, but they stay at 3, so then now they need another creature to not die. And yes, Thordalis, we have indeed run into back-to-back Ethereal Absolution decks. Exactly, Tribe, right? I mean, there's a way in which, if on a whim, Aaron Forsyth decides to accept an invite to a fantasy baseball league from a complete stranger, and he even said in his response to me, like, normally I wouldn't do this. You know, he's like, normally I wouldn't do this, but I like the idea of your league, so yes, I'm in. And if he hadn't said that, if he had just, like, ignored me, like I completely expected him to do, y'all wouldn't know who Marshall Sutcliffe is, and you probably wouldn't know who I am. All right, well, as I was sitting there talking, we managed to beat an Ethereal Absolution deck. That's pretty cool. Notch our first win, at least. And let's go back in. One pack code left. Good question on how to use it. Nah, I don't really have a good idea on how to use it. You can figure it out. All right, this looks like a start. We're going to keep this. I'm going to go ahead and play the Island Pteramander. Might as well get our attacks in the air there. We can Guildgate on the second turn for no major drawback. Question about mass manipulation. Why do I have to pay 6 mana in total if I want to steal only one creature? Because it's a powerful card otherwise? I mean, that's kind of a game design balance situation, which I have some authority there to answer. I'm just going to play a Watchdog here, though, and pass, because I mean, if they drop a 4 power, then the boar can attack, but otherwise it can't, so let's just do this. So the original control magic was 4 mana, and that was kind of busted. The fixed control magic became 5 mana, so Mind Control was a 5 mana spell, right? And that became the acceptable rate for stealing a creature. Like, 5 mana was baseline for stealing a creature. So if you make a card like Mass Manipulation, where you say, well, we were going to let people steal creatures, which we know is a 5 mana effect, but we want to make this card different. Instead of just stealing one creature, you can also do, pay X and get a lot more value out of it. Well, given that, you don't want to just make the baseline 5 and then have this cool rare you've made basically obsolete the existing cards that do that kind of effect. So let's see, do we want to do... I don't want to... Just attacking the Pteramander, I guess. Anyway, so that's why. If you made it 5, if its baseline to get 1 was 5, it would be significantly better than all of the recent mind controls they've ever printed. So 6 is just like the starting point if you're going to have upside like that. Hopefully they give it haste. No luck. They figured it out. What about... Trying to see if we need to use a demise on the boar. I don't think we do, but we do need to use a final payment on the Arinx eventually. Sack and kill. I don't want to sack and kill. I just want to take 5 life. I'm gonna demise the boar, and then we will final payment the Arinx. Yeah, and Bolus's Clutches is another good example. That's a 6 mana one, but it could get any permanent. It wasn't just creatures, so they had to make that one 6. Oh, sorry, you're just asking how? I don't know how this card works. So you play X's. There's 2 X's. So for X to be 1, the total cost has to be 6. Well, now that we've got an admonition, we'll just set him back a turn and look for more land. Or more admonitions. That's all we do around here is admonition creatures. Hang in there, Red Hot. You're close. Let's see. How annoyed are we going to make our opponent? Let's make our opponent this annoyed. Really still do want to find that land. Great. Although I should have left the swamp up for sure. Just let auto tap mess me up there. We're going to be okay though. We'll have Ministrant plus final payment next turn. Although if I could, I would much rather go pay 5, kill the Arinx, untap, and have Sphinx of New Prov, but so be it. Looks like we have it anyway, so we'll go Sphinx. I'm just gonna go ahead and pay 5. Got shields down on the doggy right now, which is too bad, but we're gonna take a chance. Yeah, I think Arrester's Admonition is the best blue common. I'm not sure what is the competition. Chili Bee may be the competition, in fact.
All right, everyone, chill.
Oppo had enough. Yeah, it looks fine. Good, even. Pause from Oppo there. What could that mean? Single white mana, 1 creature in play. Unfortunately, no land here. What do we want to do? We can keep... well, we have Sphinx's Insight. I think we actually keep both of these. We're going to keep both. Because we have Admonition if we want next turn, then we have Sphinx's Insight after that, and then we should find the land to be able to cast our 5s. Yeah, Zeal. Is it really Zeal? Are they playing Zeal over there? Good question. Let's get Marsh on stream sometime, huh? He's been a busy boy, though, so been tough lately. Just gonna keep the tempo play going. Get to send in. They won't block. Or if they do, great. I'd be surprised, be happy if they do. So I won't use the Watchdog on it. We have Chillbringer and Night Arbiter that we would rather save with the doggy than this random Savant. Yeah, not getting Marshall today. He's working today. It was Zeal. What do you know? Well, that's fine too. They can have Zeal for the Savant. I think it's a little early for the World Series. I think that starts in July, but maybe I'm wrong. It's a free attack. I do like the Watchdog being able to save Chillbringer or Night Arbiter, but I'm also willing to trade the dog off for a trick if they've got something, so that's cool. That's the worst trick to trade for, unfortunately, because it's a 2-for-1. But I'm generally going to call people's bluff there and don't sweat it too much.
All right, everyone, chill.
Three flyer drain 2. That's what I expect every 5 mana Orzhov play to be. Pontiff exiles, which is nice. It overcomes the indestructible side of that spell. That dude. They've got something. Really? I could final payment in response to take out the Orator if we thought that was somehow worth it here. Or you go after the Pontiff and then they would sack the Orator. That's the real question, though, is final payment worth an Orator? It doesn't seem like much. In fact, no, I'm not going to. They can have it. Yeah, it's better to play Arbiter. Arbiter holds off the Orator anyway. It allows the Orator to stick around gaining life, but this is fine. All right, Llama is a Magic player now. Yes, we can try to set up a Pontiff sack situation. That's great. We get to payment that and demise that, and then we're all right. Well, they've got 3 more cards to worry about, but we do not have a Toughness is Power enchantment in the deck, no. Not actually that much to do with it. You're looking at, like, the 2 best things. Not much else in the deck actually takes advantage of it. We are operating at instant speed, and they are not playing blue, so we're gonna wait and do it all here. We only have 1 of these though, so that's something we need to consider. We'll offer up final payment for the scavenger. I didn't because I was thinking I could double spell, but we only have 1 black. So yes, it was correct to play the courier. It was correct to keep up this double spell if we had 2 black, but I didn't look at my mana closely enough. Yes, we're paymenting. I think our first deck was a lot better. Maybe not a lot better. They were pretty similar. Maybe I just miss having a Colossus. Night Arbiter doing work. Ministrant, keep Grotesque Demise up. Seems better than Courier. 2-3 in the first one we did. Disappointing 2-3. Trying to avoid a disappointing 2-3 here, but we'll see. Been facing a lot of Ethereal Absolutions today, which does not tend to be great for one's win percentage. We could consider just Courier here and leave the Demise. Nah, I'm going to leave it up. Courier's not that important. Getting tired, though. I might lower the old desk here. The lighting will get weird, but my legs will thank me. We might summon the Rocket Dog with this as well. We'll see if my dog gets mad. Should have sandbagged the land. I know, buddy. It's okay, though. I know you don't like that. The lies, Red Hot Llama, the lies. Don't let him hear you say that word, Reset Press. All right, we get a 2-for-1 here at least. That'll be nice. They are intending to trade their juggler for our ministrant of obligation, but they're going to trade their juggler and their pontiff for our grotesque demise instead. Oh, they're thinking about it. Maybe they won't. Understandable. It's not like stream sniping or anything. They just don't want to give us 2 flyers with the ministrant. Yeah, we'll clear the mind. And I guess we got to leave it this way. I was trying to find a way to leave Sphinx of New Prov mana up. We can't do that and leave black up, so we're just going to do it this way. I will keep the demise up rather than play the admonition. Looks like Oppo is somewhat itching to send in the pontiff and protect it with sacrifice, so we want to be ready for that. How you doing, Llama? Done yet? We'll put it back, Llama. We got nothing but love on this stream, so just soak it all up and you'll be full again in no time. WotC has difficulty communicating well in in all of their communications, apparently. WotC, by the way, is Wizards of the Coast, the company that makes Magic the Gathering. Well, that's interesting, too. What exactly are you up to, Oppo? Nah. Changes their mind. But they're in that spot of like, 8 more attacks from that Arbiter and I'm just dead. How do I actually win this game? Alright, they're coming in boldly. Not so boldly. I think I'm going to make you regret your attack no matter what it is, Oppo. Unless it's not attacking at all. If you're stream sniping, just don't attack. See, they're totally stream sniping. They're not. Just joking. Yeah, we're gonna wait. Ooh, Terry. Terry the Mander is gonna turn into a dragon for us. That's cool. And in a way that allows us to keep all of our spells up. I love it. And if we were to use both here, we could untap and... Actually, we only need to... Yeah, it's cool. We're gonna make a dragon next turn, I think. Oh! Hold on, now my light is bothering me. Hold on. Whoa, Dead Revels. Oh, no. What are you getting back? Orator and Scavenger? Alright. We can withstand that. All right, that's better for me anyway. Wow, not even on me. Oppo's still thinking about it. Thanks, Fiddles. Thanks, Mama. Appreciate your help in spreading the joy of free magic boosters, digital as they may be. We cannot adapt yet. We will be able to, but we can't adapt yet. Well, that's an interesting attack too. If you do that, and that. What's going on here? You don't have any open mana, Oppo. No open mana, and they're coming with this? Yeah, we'll just take the easy block. Yeah, I could have done that. That would have been a reasonable line, Numenor. I think I'm waiting with the Grotesque Demise on the Pontiff, but that would have been a fine line. I think we'll be fine. They get a couple Afterlife tokens, but we're going to have a huge dragon that they have to deal with. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get it cleanly with 1 left, but we can't do... But we can withstand a pretty big attack from them. Although I think... There's an argument for just sending back the Scavenger, although they probably just play it back with... and sack one of the flyers. If we cast Admonition, we can't adapt the Pteramander, because we'd use 3, and then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, and only 2 instants in the yard to get it to 7, and we need 8. So given that, I think we just... I'm going to Admonition the Scavenger. Ooh, we have another one. And we'll say no attacks. And hopefully we'll find a way to Grotesque Demise this turn in a way that we like, and then see about getting big with Pteramander on the next turn. Oh yeah, that was just a mistake, sorry. I was all caught up in my head about the Pteramander plans and forgot to attack with the Arbiter pretty bad. All caught up in thinking about one thing and then forgot to attack. We could, but the trouble is if like, let's say we demised the Scavenger right now, then they don't have to sack a creature to it. So I want to let them sack creatures is the thing. Scry 2 is big value? Not that big, not big enough to justify using the demise on it there. I mean, maybe I'm wrong to be continuing to focus on the Pontiff as the concern. But if I can just remember to actually start attacking, we should be fine. Do it. All right. Yeah, well, it's worth it. Just do it like this, though. I gotta let something here go. Orator, flyer, what do they want to do? We could just take it and let our flyers go in the air and save the demise. I'm not gonna mess around though. We'll do it. Let's take this out. We got admonition for the scavenger, and then we have a chump here that gives us 2 more chumps, and we're gonna be able to turn on the Pteramander. Like, should we 1, 2, 3? Yeah, because we will get. Yeah, we can do admonition and activate the Pteramander now. And sure, even play the Savant. Summary Judgment is fine. They should be at 11, though. We'll see if that haunts us. Gave him 2 life for no reason. I hate that. Yeah, it would be fair if they had a judgment. It's only a common, and we haven't seen much removal or given them much reason to use removal. Man, if they can't take out the Pteramander, it's going to be really rough on them, because they're going to take 7 next turn. They're on a 2-turn clock right now if they can't deal with the Pteramander. They're checking their yard, though. I was going to say, it sounds like Dead Rebels. But none of that flies. As long as we don't give them any afterlife tokens, they're still on a 2-turn clock. Alright, let's get there. Exploding Planeswalker. Exploding Gideon. Not enough. But they will be able to play 1 more creature and get out of lethal range for the turn. But it still looks good for us for the game. But let's be honest, that missed attack is giving them an extra draw step. Pretty awful. If they untap and draw Kaya's Wrath, well, actually it wouldn't be that bad because we'd end up with 2 flyers, but would not be the greatest. sorry about that. Say, hey, all right, we got it. They have no way to win, and we get more free magic. Three wins, yeah. Sure. For reals, done. Llama is now really a Magic player. Ugh. None of our blue. We do have a final payment if it gets dicey, and this Acuity is a nice linchpin card for the deck, so I'm going to keep despite the lack of blue. Hey, rewarded. Are we playing the same player every single game? Seriously. Gotta decide on payment here. I think I will. Although we have Acuity. I'm gonna wait and get Acuity value off of it. Hey, Tron. Doing all right. Ooh, getting flooded. Bit floody. Don't want to clear the mine yet, though. What's good against Esper? Other Esper? Azorius or Orzhov are also good against Esper. Yeah, we can do the payment. I'm just lamenting the loss of life, but so be it. I think we got to do it. Little low on life. We'll see if... oh, Oppo is stuck, though, so that helps us buy a little time to recover here. Let's see. We do have another... one of those removal spells, so we'll do like this. I think I'm going to chill bring and start our actual attacking here, and then maybe they'll invest some mana into the eel before we bounce it.
All right, everyone, chill.
Ooh, some good cards from Oppo. But we got some nice wheel spinning here to do. Let's start spinning those wheels. Trouble is, all of our plays from here draw us a card. so no matter, well, let's see, we're gonna go like this, and I guess we get to Acuity again, and that's fine. All right. Yeah, you just haven't played this in a while, but that's an oldie but goodie from Valhalla's Chosen. Okay, admonition. Interesting that they didn't go. What are they up to? They didn't adapt the eel, and they didn't cast the spirit, which makes me think they have a counter spell, and that makes me want to try a clear the mind and see what they do. No real pause there, huh? All right. Ah. Got hit by the quench. Oh, there was a pause. I didn't notice one. They skipped it through pretty well. Or maybe I wasn't paying my usual attention. So it goes. Let's see what we can do. I don't want to leave that Windstorm Drake around. Probably gonna have to prov though. We'll get it all back in the end. Let's just, oh, we're at 8, though. I can't really do that at 8. I'm just going to admonition this again. Yeah, we'll tether. Let's tether the Pteramander. Well, 3, 4, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can make a dragon. I kind of like making him make the dragon. We're at 2 low life. Okay, we'll do this. This is absolute torture. Okay. Wait, let's first, what's our creature situation? We do have a creature in the yard. That makes me want to spin the CTM. Let's keep creatures out of the yard here. Acuity. Now we have Demise and Slime Bind. Guess we Slime Bind after attacking. Or even during their well, they're playing blue. I'm just going to do this now. Demise for the Spires. Chillbringer, not bad here. We're just bringing the chill left and right today. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can do Acuity Chillbringer. So let's do the Acuity first. Ooh, final payment is nice. We could sacrifice the enchantment if we felt that were if necessary to make it out of this. But let's start again with the Clear the Mine. Got an eel of our own. Well, if they've got Quench, we've got a lot of tools for that. And we've got a lot of mana to prevent that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total. So let's start with an attack. A bold one, but we got to be bold here. All right, so now they can do that. I guess we got a payment or accept. So they adapt 2, and then they get a 2/6 flyer. I shouldn't let them block, though. And I think we have to give up on Acuity now. Oh, yeah, we can do payment on the Skywing. I like that. Good call. It was kind of the place for it anyway. But I don't want to let them block, so we'll do that now. The question is, are we doing life or Acuity? Oh yeah, we could slack. But the sacking the Slime Bind is real because it does give them a 6/6, and it's not like we can just laugh off a 6/6. I think we just have to give up on the card draw of Acuity here. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it Skatewing style. Same thing, we can't free up their creatures. I just don't think we can free up their creatures and have that work out for us. We kind of have our win condition anyway. Like, we have our game plan. Let's see if we can get there. Alright, well, we knew that might be in there somewhere. And now we're in a tough spot where we need to chump, but are not dead if we draw another creature. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can't activate the Pteramander here. Kind of makes me feel like I should try and trade for it. Skittering Eel trades with what next turn, Fiddles? How? 6/6 to our 4/4? Maybe you're talking about a double block? Right on, good idea, Red Hot. I think we need to take out this Pteramander, or we're just like dead to it. I don't know. I think we're the high alert pretty much doomed us. So, ooh, maybe not. We can set some stuff back. All right, keep it going. Trouble is they can make a 2-2 at instant speed right now. Not the best for us. Yeah, bouncing Chillbringer. Yeah, maybe that was even better. I don't know. I think we're just still in super trouble because of the ability for them to make their tokens. So we have eel mana left over. Let's insight, although let's insight this way. And sadly, we cannot attack. We just trade Chillbringer off if we do. I think we're dead. Just hanging on for oppo mistakes or something. Yeah, maybe Savant for Scry is fine. I just don't want to give them any more fodder than we have to for stuff in the air. All right. Well, we don't have a Kaya's Wrath of our own, so I think that's it, folks. We got really... I mean... having to face this many absolutions in one day is not really fair Magic, but nobody said Magic was fair. Well, you don't play Savant because it immediately dies because of the absolution, and the second ability on the absolution allows them to turn your dead Savant into a 2-2 flyer, and giving them a 2-2 flyer seemed not worth the scry, but, you know, we're dead. I think we drafted and played pretty well today, all things considered. Better than I have this week. It's been a rough week on tight play, I gotta admit. But it's been a fun day, and it's been a fun week. I want to thank Wizards for their sponsorship, giving me all those sweet boosters to give out to people, and for giving me some extra loot for the paid account. And I want to thank Jerry Holkins for coming and hanging this week. And I want to thank all of my mods and faithful who are helping me distribute packs. Now what I'm going to do, it's about 2 o'clock here. I got some business to take care of at home. I might make it over to Magic Fest Seattle today. If not, I'm definitely going to be at Magic Fest Seattle tomorrow. So I'm going to try to be there most of the day tomorrow. And I'm going to try to meet up with some viewers and LR listeners and whomever else wants to join for maybe like a 12:30, 1 o'clock range. We meet up and jump in a side draft together for whoever is around to do that. That's my plan. Look for, if that is a plan you're interested in, you should be following me on Twitter, because that's where I'm going to give a shout out and say, hey, I'm here. Who wants to join a draft with me? So if you want to do that with me at the Magic Fest, you're going to want to follow me on Twitter at Ryan Spain. And hopefully we can get a bunch of us in the same event. That'd be fun. Have an excellent weekend. Let's see if we can... Who else is streaming against this 58,000 viewership? What, 58,000 people watching Magic and only 152 watching me? I don't know what's wrong with the world. Actually, I'll probably have some lunch while watching MC3. Yeah, no reason to really do any rating here. There's nobody on. Go watch MC3. Thanks, everybody. We will see you later.